Have you ever needed to blur a face in video? I'm going to show you a really quick way of doing it in DaVinci Resolve on PC or Mac. I've got a PC here. I've got 3 clips. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's really simple, and I'm going to give you some of the thinking behind it as well. So we've got 3 clips here that I've just dropped in. They're not color graded yet, so I'd rather do the color grade after, so that's why they're so flat. And if we go for this first one, which is a little bit dynamic, she walks across the kitchen and then she turns, so she's in profile. So we're going to do this one first, and then a more straightforward one, which is straight towards camera, but she does turn her head. And then we're going to try a complicated one, and that's going to be really interesting to see what happens, because I don't think I've done that one before. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. You go to the color tab on DaVinci Resolve. We'll go to the first clip here, and we've got our layers here and color grading and all of that. So we're going to do that grade after. So we're going to right click on the node, add new serial node. And what we're going to do here is create a mask. So we're going to create a round mask, shape to go around her face, and then that should cover everything we need. And then we're going to process the clip. So we click on the circle shape here on the window, go to circle. And then I would kind of adjust this so it's a little bit more in keeping with a face. So it's quite a tall face. And I would say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So what we need to do now is motion track it. So we go to the tracker here next to the shape. And we're going to process this from the first frame to the last frame. And we're going to track forward. So you click on the track forward button. And you can see it's tracking forward. It's doing quite a good job with that. And then that's that, which is really nice. So you could see how it was analysing the face and trying to keep everything within it. And then what we're going to do now is add a blur. So if we go back to the start of the frame, or in the middle is good as well. You go to blur, which is just a couple of down from the tracker. Click on blur. And then we're going to increase the radius so you can see her face. It's going to blur. So you can see it goes really hard there. And I don't want that shape. It's a bit too police-like. So if we go just below the max. Just below the max. I like that. And then we're going to go back to the beginning and see what this looks like. You see it's kept a nice shape and it's pretty straightforward. Play that forward. That's pretty good. That's one of the best tracked clips I've done before. Not try and blow smoke up my own arse, but okay. So we're going to go to the beginning of this clip, and then we're going to do exactly the same. So we go to add node, add serial node. Then what we're going to do is add a window, and then we're going to have a circle window. Hopefully this is a little bit more straightforward. The last one was straightforward, but because the subject is walking straight towards camera, it should be process this. It even should be even simpler. Okay, that's the first frame, and then we're going to track forward. So we'll go to our tracker, click on track forward. You see the subject is turning her face, and that's tracked it really well. That's tracked it really, really well. So we'll go into the middle of the clip, and then we'll go to the blur again and increase the radius. And if I was trying to identify someone, that's done it really well. You can see you can do use a pen tool and go around it to kind of keep the shape of the face, but if it's only a quick blur you need to do, this will do a great job. And we're going to go for our third and final tricky shot. So in the third shot, we rotate around the subject. So there's 3 phases into this. There's this one here, just there in the kind of fold of the arm, and then just around there. So what I would do, maybe there's a more efficient way to do this clip, so please let me know. But I'm gonna split this clip and then do it in 3 sections, so 3 masks. I'm gonna go from here to when she turns her head. That works really well. And then let's say that. So we're gonna cut there. I'm gonna go to here. It's a very quick section. Go there. So I'm going to highlight these here so you can see how much of the shot I'm actually going to blur the face of. There's that one there. So it's not that one, it's this one. Go to orange, do this one here. It's a good reason to use the clip color on here. Orange again, and then from about here, and then all the way around. Okay, so that's our final part of that clip. Clip color, orange. Okay, let's do this first one. Let's get a nice square on shot. And you can go forward and back, so you can track the face forward and back within the frame. So I've got a nice square on face here. So let's go to shape, let's go to round. Let's go cover her face here like this. I want to cover some of the neck as well. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to go to tracker. I'm going to go forward and back because I'm in the middle of the clip. It's done a really good job with that. So let's go to the blur now. Let's go to blur. I'm going to go just under the max. Because you can go beyond it, I guess. Let's go to that. And we'll look at these in a sec. So go to our next part here. And I'm going to actually, I don't know why I was pointing, but I'm going to go around to cover the whole area, including a hair, just to make it a little bit easier for myself. So I'm going to add a new note to this part. So this is part 2 of this clip. So in this second clip, you can see her face here, and we're going to analyze that face. Going to use the round shape again and see what we can get. See what the results are like. So let's try and keep that like that. That's good. Let's go to track. I'm going to go forward and back because we're in the middle of the clip again, which I like, because we've got the most of her face in this little shot. It's a very short clip. So it's done a really good job blurring that, I think. Let's go to blur. Let's go to the middle of the shot again so we can see her face. And that's done a really nice job. So let's go to the front, to the back. That's done a really nice, you can see how it's covered the whole area. It's done, just missing a tiny bit here, but that's, it's not too bad. But it hasn't gone over the arm, which is really important, which I didn't want to kind of ruin the shot. And then we're going to go to this one here. So I found, even before this, I found the best results are when you find a nice full shot of the face rather than starting on a tiny part, because it doesn't know what that is. So I'm going to go to the very end frame for the last part of the third clip. We can add a new node as we did before, as we've done always done. Go back to the shape. Go back to the circle now. Cover her face again. Okay, so this is it. So the reason I did split this, like I said before, is because it's quite a complicated shot. Because the camera, the analyzer, doesn't know where the face is because it's hidden behind the other actor. That's the reason we've done this. So we're going to track back and forth. See what it does. It's covered that really well. You can see it understands the different planes. What I realized when doing this tutorial, putting this together and thinking about it, you can't paste the color grades like you would normally do when you right click copy and then paste grade. You can't do that across clips because the mask is part of the color grade. So you've got to do the color grade manually as you go. So it might be best to do the color grade first, actually. So I corrected myself, a little correction, not to get that word confused. And I'm going to show you now the clips and see what you think. It's the first one in the kitchen, which I quite like the blur of. It's quite good. The second clip is a little, in my eyes, a little bit more straightforward because it's towards the camera. Little turn there. Quite cool blur. That's part 1. And then it's between the arm. Should be a separate blur, just there. And then we're going to rotate around the subjects and see what that's done. It's covered the face pretty well, just misses the nose out, so you could just keyframe that to perfect it. So I really hope this has been a useful tutorial. And if you've got any comments or likes or ways to improve this, and I'm always learning, so please let me know in the comments. And please like and subscribe when you get a chance. See you all soon. Bye-bye.